Okay, let's dive in.
Let's
to this recap. So we pick up with Nicolandria and Nick.
Oh my god, in a bed of flowers, sharing a bottle of Dom Perignon.
Oh my god. Literally, the producer just handed us Nicolandria. Just gave us the full romance chapter that we've been looking and waiting for.
Yes.
So they've both been like quote unquote dumped from the villa in Casa, and so now they're on this like romantic date together, and they're like still friends. They don't know it's a romance yet.
Yeah.
Still friends, just kind of spilling the tea. Except Nick. Nick was tuned in from the first candle that he saw on the ground. He said, "All right, it's my time. It's go time." He was so ready. He was so ready for this moment. So anyways, Nicolandria catches him up on Sierra and Elan in Casa.
Yeah.
And Elan, she said like Elan and Nick kind of look similar. They just have the same hair. I don't think they look alike.
Yeah, they have similar like features. They're both like olive skinned, curly hair, same haircut, like similar height, like whatever.
That's it. And so, Nick says he's like, feeling some type of way because he just got kicked out of the villa. Meanwhile, she's over here like forming something new. And she previously asked him essentially to be closed off and he said no. So now he's like, fuck. And then Nick catches her up on Taylor and says verbatim, Taylor has found an emotional and physical connection with this girl, Clark.
Yep.
We literally pan over to Taylor and Clark in the speakeasy making out.
Yep.
Nicolandria who?
Yeah. Nicolandria where? Yeah.
And I so badly wanted Nick to just like shoot it to her straight. Taylor does not like you.
No one's told her that yet.
No.
That this man does not like you, except for Taylor, actually.
Yeah. Right. And so few words though. Like he's still not saying it directly, but she like needs to hear it verbatim directly.
Yeah.
But even him saying he's found an emotional and physical connection with somebody else, like still not clocking.
She's not, but he tries to get her to a little later. We'll get into it.
So anyways, Nicolandria, she's talking all this mess, talking about if she could take my man from me, he wasn't my man to begin with.
Oh God. Yeah, sure wasn't. There he goes.
Sure wasn't,
goodbye. Girl. Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
And what really irks me is this is episode like 21. She's saying all this. By episode 27, she's still begging for Taylor. She's not even believing what she's saying.
We're nurturing this connection. I know.
So anyways, they get a text saying that they can leave Love Island single and like go home or head back to the villa as a couple. That's how the producers are like, all right, we doing this, guys. We're in TikTok. We know what y'all doing.
And we see it.
Yeah. The way that Nick's whole demeanor changed.
The whole thing. He was like, now's my chance.
Now is my chance. He immediately grabbed her hands, dove into this rehearsed soliloquy that he's clearly been practicing in his dreams.
Oh, yeah.
To Nicolandria about how I've always wanted to get to know you. We haven't had the opportunity. I've been your secret admirer. Like, just lays it on thick.
So thick. Have you seen his mom on TikTok?
Oh, his mom and sister down. Nicolandria nation down.
His white mom is like, she's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Yeah. They are such huge fans of Nicolandria.
Yeah.
I haven't heard them say shit about Sierra or they only ever talk about Nicolandria. I haven't looked that deep, but I've seen many a times them just praising Nicolandria and really wanting it to happen. So Nicolandria, she's kind of like caught off guard, but she's like, you're right. We kissed a lot in challenges. We kind of always, choose each other, but then we haven't really pulled each other for chats. And I was like, yeah, because you've been all up in Taylor's asshole. You're not even looking around at anybody else.
Yeah.
Anyways, back at the Casa and Villa, post recoupling, we have Amaya Papaya. She's finally got somebody to choose her. Zach chose her. Already you see the cracks in the whole charade because he like that little he gave her like the weakest little side hug.
Yeah, they don't really talk about anything.
They don't talk about nothing. And then you see Amaya doing her same classic, just like laying everything on thick, and these guys just look uncomfortable. And
and the emotions are really high in the villa. Like Zach literally thinks that he murdered Nicolandria.
Yeah,
right. So it's really.
Yes.
It's just really high. He literally told her, like, just go drink some water and take some deep breaths.
So they got that going on. Elan is consoling Sierra. Sierra does seem into Elan at this point. but you know, she's still thinking about Nick or whatever.
Yeah.
You got Mar-a-Lago face.
Oh my God,
Vanna.
the two of them.
Two of them. Now that you've said it, the fillers, I see.
Don't you
now.
see it? And you don't see his eyebrows moving.
Oh,
my man is
Botox
fresh.
Down.
Yep.
God. Mm-hmm. So they're happy in a couple. Got Chris, basketball player Chris, picking flowers for Shelly. Like,
so cute. Love them together.
Coco and Ace, they're consoling each other. Like, there's a lot of new
love them together
couples. Yeah, a lot of new stuff happening. So now in the villa where the guys are at, everybody goes to sleep. Olandria and Nick sneak back in to the villa, slip into bed, and then they surprise everybody in the morning. We're back.
Okay.
Good morning, Islanders.
Right? I hope you caught this. Did you see Taylor's reaction?
He ran past Olandria, damn near jumped over her head to hug Nick.
He literally Supermaned that hoe.
Yeah. Literally.
Over Olandria to get to Nick. And she still thinks.
Dude, I cannot.
Oh my God. And she went to sleep with her eyes open like this. Staring at him
the whole time.
Oh my God.
So sad.
It's sad.
God.
It's really sad to watch.
Really
I hate
seeing
this.
her like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he finally gives her this like lame ass, weak ass hug.
Yeah, very churchly.
And just grabbing these crumbs. She's like, oh yay. And then he immediately runs back to bed with Clark to reassure Clark.
Yep. Who looks like him with a wig on. I'm tired of looking at the two of them. I'm so tired of this.
They do look like brothers.
Looking like kinda. Taylor with a bust down. I hate this. Anyway.
Anyways, back to Nicolandria. So they have a little conversation. Remember, Nick is on. Game time.
Yep. He's ready.
He's ready. So he confesses to Olandria he finds her super attractive. Literally says verbatim, "You're one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen."
Before then, though, I peeped this, right? Because I'm a what? Book talk, romance, erotica reader. So I peeped him saying, "What would you need from Taylor at this point?" And she said, "Reassurance, truth, and communication." He said, "Bet. You need reassurance, truth, and communication. Got you." Okay. Yep. And started doing exactly those three things.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah,
he's tuned in.
Oh, all the way tuned into everything she says.
Everything she says, every breath she takes, everything. He's tuned in a way that we have never seen him with Sierra. Dude.
No, he's so goofy with Sierra. He's so whack with Sierra. I don't see him being very smart when he answers questions with Sierra. This was a very smart move.
Yes, very intentional with Olandria. Sierra, he's very aloof. He's kind of always looking around. Like he's not locked in the way that you see him just locked all the way fucking in with Olandria. So he says, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen." He says he told Taylor this as well.
Yep.
So he's like laying down his groundwork. Like he knows. I've mentioned this. I've witnesses. I've been saying this. And she's like, "Oh, Nicky Poo, Nicky Poo." And he's like, "Well, I want you to get to know Nick."
The forbidden love of it all. The friends to lovers of it all.
Yes.
Oh my God. The tropes that were just like leaking out. The forced proximity that they had with sleeping in the same bed with each other and having the date. It's all the tropes.
Oh my God. And so Olandria, she takes it all in, but she's kind of like still split. Like still in her
shocked.
She's shocked and then still talking about needing reassurance from Taylor. Like she's still just paying attention to Taylor. She's not looking at Nick saying all this shit to her. Like, anyways, Taylor pulls Olandria finally.
Because Ace told him to.
Because literally, I feel like he never would have pulled her if Nick and Ace didn't literally push him to.
He wouldn't. He was like, "Should I talk to her? I don't know if I should talk to her. I don't really want to. I just want to sit with Clark and talk about horses."
Which he would have done if those two guys didn't push him to do.
Because he doesn't like her. He doesn't even like her enough to like respect her. Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. It's not there. He also, before the chat, told the guys he's had more of a connection with Clark in 24 hours than he's had with Olandria in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks. Yep. But I mean, that's true.
That's true. So he tells Olandria straight up that they've kissed, that he wants to explore this connection. She is crying and saying to him still she wants to nurture their connection. Like,
yeah, this is when she started looking a little crazy.
Because why is she not reading the room? Like, why does she need him to say it so clearly? I don't want to explore you. He's saying that to you.
I know. Because she's put in so much work with him over the past 3 weeks. What she feels like is work. But to me, her eliminating Jalen, I was like, this is stupid. This is so stupid.
So dumb.
You want to be closed off with this man who hates you. Why? Why did you have 5 years of celibacy? I'm sorry.
Why? And close off with this man who's never reassured you.
Never.
So she's standing confidently on like her own willpower.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm like, what is she, where does she get this confidence? Because he's not giving it to her. I don't get it.
No.
Now, everybody gets a text, Casa and Villa. You have the Casa Villa kissing showdown. They get a text, whoever has to do it. I thought it was whoever does the kiss the quickest, but they made it this over the top. Whoever makes it like the messiest or the sexiest or
the sexiest, whatever. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the highlights, Taylor was going ham kissing Clark. I get it, it's a challenge, but he just like just did not care. The Landry was there, seeing it all. He wasn't holding back. It was just like whatever. She's still in the confessionals calling him her man. Still. Huda and Chris, 6'8" baller Chris, they kissed, and he said he was really into it. And then that was really, I mean, everybody kissed. It was like,
everybody was like making out like wild.
Yeah, the end, it was like everybody make out.
It was an orgy.
It was a literal orgy.
This is a lot, guys. Yeah.
And Casa Amor, the ladies won. So now after the challenge, Nick and Nicolandria head to Soul Ties.
Oh my God. Wait, first of all, Nick put on his good gold chain.
Put on his gold chains and the black shirt so you can see that contrast. Look, I got my chain on, Landria.
And someone's Tim's.
This whole outfit was so wild.
Who's Tim's in Fiji in the summer that he's wearing? But he decided this was the day.
He put on his good outfit for Landria. So Nick is just cheesing like the fucking Cheshire Cat. This is the best moment of his life. He gets alone time to lay down in Soul Ties with Miss Nicolandria. And this is where I wasn't on the Nicolandria train yet. I'm on it now, but when I was watching, I wasn't on the train yet. As I'm watching this scene, I'm like, this nigga really likes her. He's like genuinely nervous. And you could see a sparkle in his eye that we have not seen this entire show.
Yep, with anybody.
And for damn sure not with Sierra. But he's like flushed and nervous and he literally says, I'm like nervous. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy's like literally nervous. He looks like he's going through it. So then we get Nick in his confessional saying, Nicolandria is one of the most attractive women I've ever seen in my lifetime.
And can we recall back to when he, in his intro package, says that he likes all kinds of women from all kinds of places?
Oh, he said that. Okay.
He said that in his beginning package. Like blonde, like American westernized beauty is like not for him.
Interesting.
He's
open. And you know, the internet dug up these old videos, him and all his black friends.
In college.
Like, hey brother, he ain't new to this. It's from Jacksonville. There's a Florida nigga. He ain't new to this. Like, the TikToks are
it's so funny. Which he seems like the type. He does. He seems like it in here. He gets along with all the black guys.
His Ace and Taylor, his best friends, of all the other guys there. But anyways, just waxing poetic about Landria's beauty. She's the most beautiful woman he's ever seen in his lifetime. And then that also made me think back. And it came to me when he said this, he picked Nicolandria during the blindfold challenge.
Every challenge, but the blindfold challenge in particular.
He picked he got up, took off his blindfold, went around, kissed Nicolandria, went back, sat down, and we never spoke about it again. Oh my God. Anyway, so Nick says to Nicolandria, big ass cheesy grin. You know, I'm really trying to see if there's a connection outside the challenge, like for real. You know, really, he's trying to push Nicolandria, like, let's explore, because he is clearly wide open.
Yes, he's ready to go.
Ready to go.
He needs consent. We love
exactly.
this.
We love consent. Yes. And you could just tell his approach to her, like he was like, "This is my time."
Yeah. Yes. I find Sierra's not here. Nobody's here to tell on me.
No one's here to tell on me.
Yeah.
Sierra's not here. This is an opportunity that I never thought I was going to get. And you could see he's like trying to say everything he can say, possibly say to Landry at this moment because he might not get the chance again. Like,
and he's just hoping that she rides with him through the sunset.
Yes.
And they'll just deal with Sierra later.
Yes. Whatever. We'll get to that.
Which I felt the same. By the end of this episode, I was like, fuck Sierra.
She'll
get over it.
Right. And I just love seeing this black woman in particular, who's been so far up Taylor's hairy asshole, just getting adorned like this.
And someone who's just so Afrocentric looking.
Yes, this bitch is blackety black, dark skin, black.
Black, dark skin, wide nose, big lips, like narrow, like almond eye. Like she's just so beautiful. So beautiful. In such a specific way. Black way.
Right. Olandra, she's never looked at Nick in this way. Right. It seems. She's picked him for challenges, whatever. She finds him attractive, but she's not thought of Nick in this way at all.
Yeah.
So she's shocked that he's like coming on so strong, but it's also, she's like not open to it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, this is the first time she's been complimented in 3 weeks.
Right.
So this is a big deal. Yeah.
And then, lest we forget, Jalen, she only let Jalen kiss her cheek.
Oh my God.
Zach, she said, I don't kiss outside of challenges. But here with Nikki Poo, she's like, She's like, not into it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. Yeah.
And she gives him the go ahead.
Oh, girl. Oh my God. Have you watched the bar reactions to this?
No.
Oh my God.
The watch parties.
The watch parties. There's a watch party in New Jersey that they had. I
have to watch that.
And the way the women were like, oh my God. The bartender, the male bartenders were like, what the fuck is going on?
What's happening?
Like crowds and crowds and crowds of sold out. There's no seats. Like people like, oh my God.
Losing their shit. Yeah.
Like, losing it. And that's exactly how we felt.
It was like watching the epitome of kissing your long lost crush.
Yep. At camp without your parents.
Right.
No
it's
boundaries.
Also sneaky. You're not supposed to be doing it. You're out past curfew.
Forbidden love.
Forbidden. And it was one of the most passionate, sexy makeouts I've seen on TV in a minute.
Yeah. And like sexy, not and sensual, and not porn imitating like some of the other makeouts that we've seen on the show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, Nick be grabbing some ass. All we know for him is he be just going straight for the booty in these challenges. He grabbed her lower thigh.
Her thigh and her like waist.
You know, this is a lady. He's trying to play this right. He respects Alandra. This is a woman. He is so beside himself. He's getting this opportunity. Yes. Like, he's not just going to treat her just like any old thing.
And kudos to him, because if there's any booty to grab,
it's Alandria's. She got a lot there to grab onto. He held back, you know, he got to treat her like a lady. So that kiss, I know we're not the only ones w'ho've watched that shit over and over.
Put down below how many times you watched it. Just put a number.
I haven't seen the watch party edit of the kid. Like, now I gotta go watch that. Shit. God, I'm never gonna get my life back together. I feel similar to, like, my life is being taken over in a similar way than when I was watching One Day on Netflix.
Oh my God, yes. I was gonna say Bridgerton season 2.
Bridgerton, Kate and Anthony, yes.
Had a very similar reaction of like, oh my God, finally, too. The tension was so long.
Yes. Yeah. And beyond the show, on my own time.
Yeah. Investigating.
Yes.
That making sure that what you see was right and making
confirming all the different angles. Yeah. So after the kiss, she like tries to wipe the makeup off his face. He's like, keep it there.
No, keep it. I want every bit of you. He looks crazy. He looks like a baby with Jello pudding on his face. He looks wild.
But he is like trying to cherish. He's trying to just cherish every bit of Miss Nicolandria on his face. Mm-hmm. And the edits also of Sierra kissing him, and him like wiping. The comparison edits are wild.
The people I just saw today. Look at his pupils compared. I see you guys. We're taking it too far.
We gotta stop, y'all. We gotta get our mental health together. Like, this is crazy.
I know outside is scary, and it's like really terrible, and it's really fun to focus on.
But we gotta be based in reality.
We can't be looking at somebody's dilated pupils. Like we can't be just.
Oh my god. But the side by side edits are really what is really helping us like hold on to this.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yes. Because we're not seeing this with Sierra. This is fake.
We're not seeing this with literally anyone else. These two people.
Anybody else besides these two. That's so true. I cannot wait to watch this on movie night.
I cannot wait because Sierra is not, if not anything, dumb.
She's not dumb.
She knows what she sees. Stop
Everybody,
it.
You cannot deny. You can't watch that kiss and deny.
The kiss, the most beautiful woman in the world, the confessionals. You can't see that and see this young man and be like, okay, he's still my man.
Huh? Yeah, absolutely not. You can't. Oh, I can't wait for movie night.
I can't wait either. If they recouple up, it's over. Show, done. Yeah. I'm downloading the app. I'm voting from every phone.
I download the app. NBC, Peacock, they got my retinas, they got my phone number, they got everything.
They're about to get Nate's and Crunch too.
I know. I need another phone. Oh my god. Now that's going on with Nicolandria. Meanwhile, we have Sierra and Elaine, kind of having basically the same conversation. Elaine asks Sierra, "I want to know if we could take this outside the challenge." And instead of her leading in for a makeout session, she says, "I don't know."
Which is so wild. That's when I got into like, okay, what are these girls saying? Because she was reverse cowgirl making up that man.
That's when I peeped Sierra's game.
Oh dear. I would be very confused about Salon.
I would be so confused.
Yeah.
Just like the level of depth of conversation they're having. She's telling all the girls she's not had any conversations like this with Nick.
Yeah.
As you said, she's reverse cowboy, making out with him, whatever, in the fucking challenge. And then he says, let's see if we can explore more. And she says, I don't know. Come on. And Nick is Nick, and he could very well be over the other challenge with 3, 4, 5 bitches, which I don't know with Elaine. But she's very clued into what she wants her perception to be. People Anyways, back with Nicolandria. After their kiss and soul ties, they're like heading back down. He's still on cloud 9. And Nicolandria is the first to be like, I don't know, Nick. Like, I don't know. Sierra's going to freak out. She's the one to kind of start to plant the seeds of doubt. And you could see Nick's bubble starting to like,
oh, God. Oh, Nick like, and America.
And America, immediately she was ripping it away from us. I was like, come on. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Because of Sierra.
Sierra and
not even Shelly. Stupid. You know what I'm saying?
I know, Sierra. And so, yeah, they head downstairs with everybody. They're like, let's keep it a secret. Let's not tell anybody. And you peeped the moment where Nicolandria says she was cold.
And he ripped his shirt off immediately.
So fast. So fast.
And who said, where are all your clothes? Andriana or somebody? I forget who said, where are all your guys? Where's your clothes?
Yes, somebody walked up and said that.
He said, keeping Nicolandria warm.
The
romance!
The romance, man. He ain't gonna let his girl be out here cold.
No, the chivalry. He'd rather have the shirt off of his back.
That was so great.
Man. Reassurance, truth, and communication. He's still on it. He's still like, this is what she needs. This is what she needs to see.
That's what she needs. Oh, man. What else is happening? We got Ace and Coco. They're connecting.
Nice. nice. Yeah, cute. I like
Pepe
that.
found a new Hannah, Garrett Grayson.
Yeah, he got a type.
He got a type.
Yeah.
They're off talking about nothing. Now, the next morning, over at Casa Amor with the ladies, Huda, JD, they're getting into it. You see these videos?
This will never not make me laugh. Never. Never. I will laugh at this forever.
Forever. Forever, ever. Yo, you real dominant.
You like to be dominant.
You like to be dominant.
Why you like to be dominant so much? If this doesn't make you join the Patreon, get out of here. Try free trial right now. Do you just want to be dominant?
Dominant.
You be dominant.
Dominant, yo. You so dominant in this challenge. Like, you not let me lead. You was doing too much. Why is he showing all 32 of his teeth? TikTok had me dying.
Oh God.
Dying.
Oh my God. And she gave him so many chances to like redeem himself in this conversation. And he was like, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna keep with this same Joker ass face. I've seen people with their dogs making angry faces.
The dog ones are so funny.
I can't. You guys are so crazy. I love it so much.
And y'all move so quick.
I feel like there's a JD filter. I feel like people are putting like a filter over their mouth. It's just like dominant.
You're so dominant.
And when I tell you, what's beyond the ick? What is
beyond? Right. What is beyond it? Because this was just the way Huda did. She just got up and left.
No, she was like, "Oh, okay, good talk," and bounced.
We never saw him talk to him again.
No, he never spoke again.
No, that was it. Whew. Now we see Huda. She goes off and talks to Chris, 6'8" Chris, right? They're off in a little private room talking. And honestly, I'm not mad at Huda. She's over here. She's putting in work at Casa.
She's trying. You know, she's trying. She knows she's been giving. She's a cat with 9 lives.
Exactly.
You know
Literally.
what I mean?
So she's out here. She's fishing for a connection. She's not giving up. She didn't, JD's whack. And she's like, whatever, it's fine. Let me go see who else I can talk to. And Chris says he claims he wanted to talk to Huda. And they kind of connect. He has 7 sisters and 2 brothers.
That's so many people.
So many people. Huda, we learn, is the baby of 5. She's making so much more sense to me now.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah. Oh, as a baby.
As a baby, but also
not a 5.
Not a 5, right? So I'm thinking a 5. She also said everybody's in a relationship except her. She's the single one. She's always been the single one. She's also the single mother. She's the one. She's the baby with the kid out of wedlock. But she's used to people giving space to her emotions. Yeah. And coddling her and all kind of shit. It just like made so much sense when she said that. I was like, oh, okay. So anyways, her and Chris, they're vibing.
She also said she's planning to move to LA as soon as her lease is up. Wanted to peep that real quick.
Anyway. Back at the villa with the guys, Taylor is like begrudgingly bringing breakfast to Nicolandria.
Yeah, just so she doesn't starve and faint. And it's not his fault.
Then Nick and Nicolandria debrief their kiss. Now, I've watched so many play-by-play recaps of this scene on TikTok. Nick was so careful with his words in this conversation because he came into the conversation still very open to a possibility of him and Nicolandria to explore. It was Nicolandria who shut it down. Yeah. But you could just see how careful he was with his words. So he said first, I want to gauge where you're at after Soul Ties. She says, I want you to go first. So now the pressure's on him.
Why'd she do that? Why does she do a lot of things she does? Anyway,
because either way, she was going to shut it down.
Exactly. So why would you, like, it's not validating anything you think. Right. So,
anyways, I'm glad he went first because then we could peep all this and we could still hold out hope because this conversation, although it's like the end of Nicolandria, I still have hope.
No, me too.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, I'll go first. And he's like, this feels weird for me to be in a couple with you in a way. I really enjoy talking to you in particular. He said, I really enjoy talking to you, actually. I wanted to discover if there's a romantic thing and I think the kiss was the truest test.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he's saying is so like open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, open for her to either agree or shake her head no.
Right.
Like, he's looking for validation from her all the time.
All the time. Nothing he's saying is like shutting anything down yet. The kiss was the truest test. But my mind was wandering. I was thinking about Taylor. Notice he says I was thinking about Taylor.
Not Sierra. Taylor.
And I think he did that because, one, he wanted to see how she was going to react or what she was going to say, and she jumped in on that. I think he's also mentioning his boy first because his worry actually is stepping on his boy's toes more than betraying Sierra.
Oh, see, now you're really in the nation.
Delusion.
Now you're really in the delusion, girl. I don't know if anybody's that calculated.
But I wonder if he was saying it though because he was wanting to see if Olandria would, if he's still, again, if Nick in his head is still like, I have hope, maybe Olandria does, he wanted to gauge if Olandria would in that moment make him feel better, or say something like,
right,
don't worry about Taylor, we got to go for ourselves.
Yep.
Like, so that's where I'm coming from, but I'm also crazy. So he mentions Taylor, and that's when she immediately jumped in. Oh my God, me too. I'm glad it's not just me. I don't think romantically, there's something there. And Nick is like, yeah, I'm on the same page.
No, lies. Neither of you are on this page. Both of you are liars.
Lying through your teeth. You especially, Nick, but Olandria, you as well.
You as well, girl. And I just wonder about Olandria, her previous romantic interactions.
Yes,
I wonder a lot about this. I'm like, how did you not experience what millions of people experience, to the point where we're making edits and we're like, there's now a name for you all on TikTok. There's now its own color page. When you search Nicolandria, it's like a whole theme.
It's a whole thing.
And we all saw this thing. You can't deny that we saw this thing. When you are the person in the thing, how did you not realize that was romantic? How did you not, like, that didn't hit you square in the fucking face that that's romantic? It's very confusing to me, but also I just want to know more about her and her previous romantic life.
And she's loyal to a fault. She was so concerned with Taylor that I don't think she was fully present. And the way that Nick was like present in that moment, who the fuck is Sierra? She wasn't all the way present.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
definitely. We're like, how could you not be? But she wasn't. Her mind was still on Taylor.
We all are still on episode 21.
I'm in her body in the kiss. Like, that's how present I am. She over here thinking about Taylor the whole damn time. Like, can't take it, guys. Oh God. But yeah, this conversation, it was so clear. If Olandria brought a different energy,
he would have matched
He would have matched it. He was not going to agree with this. Oh, I don't think we're romantic. He was not going to say that.
No.
That wasn't planned.
Yeah.
Now, in his confessional, he's like, Taylor has always been the one for Olandria. And, quote, she knows how I feel about Sierra.
I don't.
No, we don't. Nobody knows what that means, Nick. You don't even know how you feel about her. So what are you talking about? So yeah, they, kind of agree to be friends, whatever. So yeah, sad moment for the Nicolandrians, but we still have hope because
we will rise.
Shit. We will rise again. Now, Clark pulls Olandria for a chat. And Olandria says she was very surprised by how like physical they are compared to her and Taylor, because they've been there for like 3 weeks and they're not to that level. And she says something like, I'm so proud of Taylor for testing our relationship.
Yeah.
Proud?
Test? Relationship? Everything in the sentence has a question mark. Girl.
Oh, girl, what are you talking about? And Clark didn't appreciate being called a test. She didn't say it, but she was like, that's not cool.
Right. Clark, you already got
Whatever.
him. Like, chill.
Yeah, just chill out, girl. Whatever. She's like a sloth to me. She's like a 90s R&B sloth. Like,
yeah.
No personality. I don't know what's going on with her. And she likes Taylor, which is fucking weird. So you're weird.
Right.
Taylor and Nicolandria chat. She confesses to him about the kiss with Nick, and that, they weren't into it. And she is now convincing herself that Clark and Taylor, what they have is just physical. And so she's not taking what they have seriously. She's in her confessionals now with this new narrative that they're just physical. It's not anything. Like, her delusion is actually also crazy.
It's getting to be a little much by now.
Yeah, she's losing her mind. Now, everybody gets a text. The girls are coming back to the villa. Everybody's rejoining again. There's going to be a new recoupling. Taylor claims he is torn between Nicolandria and Clark, and Nicolandria is like giving her last fighting efforts. This was so embarrassing, her saying
the photos?
The photos was one thing. That was a whole other thing. Like, that was crazy.
That was showing really up at the McDonald's with Big and going to Paris. That was the moment I was like, oh, she's Carrie Bradshaw. This is crazy.
Yeah. In the photo booth by herself, like
kissing the back of it. Natasha, oh my God. It was so embarrassing.
It was really embarrassing. Nicolandria, you lost yourself. But even worse to me is when it was like her last conversation with Taylor. I think they talked again when they announced that the recoupling was happening. She says to him, "It's always been you. It'll always be you. I've never tried so hard to fight for something ever in my life." The embarrassment! Ew! Why does she feel he is deserving of so much reassurance and validation in her? Her loyalty like this.
I don't know why she feels like she has to embarrass herself like this in front of a man. Yeah. Why does she feel like she has to do all of this? This is so nasty. Yeah. Girl, you literally had a man who's perfectly good, a registered nurse.
Yes.
Okay, this man is training to be a veterinarian. Who knows what's going to happen? He is all over you, always pulling you, always validating you, always asking you questions. This is why I have so many questions for her about her history.
How did she get to this point?
How did you get here? Because you're 27 and you were 5 years without dating, and you claim that you're so healed that you can't even date anybody anymore. Right? You're not moving like you healed, Miss Girl.
Thank you. You're not healing. She's not moving like a healed woman at all.
Yeah. Which I understand. I fully understand like how much deep like therapy and intense shit you have to go through as somebody from the New York, New Jersey area to find your worth and to find your beauty as a dark-skinned woman. I understand that. But I am not understanding the contrast that she has. She has no one else. It's not like she has no one else. She has Nick right here.
She's so doubled down, committed. Taylor, you are it. It will always be you. Why are you at that place? I don't understand. Based on zero reassurance he's given you. Why has she just cut off herself from any other opportunities in the villa? Yeah. And when she almost went home.
I know, you almost went home. Talk about Taylor will find me. Girl, he ain't looking for you.
He's not looking for you. He is up under Clark. Oh my God. Where did her self-respect go? Seeing her beg and plead like this, I think fight for him.
Maybe she reads it as self-respect, as like a Southern woman. Maybe there's like some loyalty things going on there. I'm trying to like reach for her, but I really am trying to understand.
I'm trying to understand this.
Like where she's coming from and why she would ever think like this, and look at herself as like being like respectful,
right,
to herself,
especially begging for a man like this after the last 24-hour whirlwind you just had with this other dude who has been showering you with compliments and helping you up and down steps and doing shit that I've never seen Taylor do.
Yeah, literally the shirt off his back.
Yeah. How did you not see any of that? But you find yourself in this chair still begging him. That's a dark place to be.
I know.
I want to know more from her, how she arrived here and what her healing process was. Because this is the healed version of her, allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I just have a lot of questions about her history.
A lot, yeah. So the ladies return to the villa.
Mm-hmm.
They all look gorgeous, by the way.
I know.
This
look
was like
great.
It's one of the best they've all looked, I felt.
Yeah.
Ariana explains that like Nicolandria, a guy got the boot,
Mm-hmm.
and they bring out all the guys one by one, and they learn that it was Nick.
Yeah.
And the producers are so evil because why they do this?
They did this first, and they edited it to make it seem like it was half an hour. They were sitting there sobbing their eyes out.
Sobbing. Devastated. Amaya's running around crying.
Oh my God, Amaya. Somebody said, I have to bring this up. I have to.
Lord.
Because it's exactly what I think of Amaya.
Mm.
Somebody said Amaya is in there watching as if she's at home watching with us.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
She's giving live in the moment reactions, but she's there experiencing it all at the same time.
She knows the full story and she's reacting like us, which validates us.
Yeah, it does. It does. She's so funny. So yeah, they do all this shit with Nick. Nick's not here, whatever. And then 2 seconds later, they bring out Nick and Nicolandria and gag everybody. Sarah and Nick run to each other. It's fake ass shit.
I know.
God. Now, time for the recoupling. Everyone has to write a name down of the person they want to couple with, and they will be coupled with that person if that person also writes their name down. Otherwise, they're single and vulnerable. So we have Austin, and I don't know how the hell Austin is still here. Why have we not voted him out by now? This is crazy. He's a day one dude, and he's still here.
Because too much of the power went to the Islanders, and they're too strategic, and they know he's not going to win.
Yeah,
so they just
keep him around.
Yeah, they just keep him around.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They vote out all the threats. That's really what it is. Austin's with Jaden, the
eyeliner girl.
The eyeliner, the crazy eyeliner girl. Amaya had JD and Zach choose her, and she chose Zach. Pepe and Hannah 2.0. Andrina and Brian. TJ and Iris chose each other, even though Vanna also chose him.
Get out of here, girl.
Yeah, she gotta go.
Yeah. Gotta go.
Hold myself back. Yeah. Ace has Shelly and Coco choose him.
Yeah.
And he chooses Shelly.
He another one. I can't believe he was up there with two of the baddest bitches we've seen on this show. And I can't believe we don't get to see Coco again. I liked Coco a lot.
I was sad that she went home. I needed Nicolandria to stay, but I also was like, can we take her too?
Yeah, let's take her. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a waste of a bombshell, like waste of a Casa girl. She's gorgeous.
Exactly.
I feel like she could have found somebody else. Now, Huda and Chris choose each other. And the way that Huda explains it is almost like I'm bringing him back for the homies.
Right.
Like Chris is coming for all of us type of thing.
Right. Because she's never talked to Shelly yet. Has she talked to Shelly yet? I can't remember if she talked to Shelly yet.
So we saw a quick little scene before the recoupling where Shelly and Huda sat down. Look like they're strategizing. And I think this was part of the plan. Ace, I'm going to choose Ace. You choose Chris. We're in agreement that Chris is we're both exploring Chris.
Perfect.
Sierra gets chosen by Ilana and Nick. She obviously chooses Nick. The way that Nick looked dead behind them eyes.
See, here you go. Here you go.
He did, Justine. The twinkle was gone. The twinkle nowhere to be seen.
It's gone. It's gone out of his eyes. Yeah.
And he hugged her. He just looked dead, like glazed, like could care less. Honestly,
because he thinks Nicolandria's going home.
That too. He's fretting.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Which one? Which edit did I see?
The edit where
y'all. I never thought we'd get here to where Natasha is referring to TikToks that I don't know about. I never thought we would get here.
Was in, girl, so in. There's an edit just about Nick stressing during this time that Elena's about to go home, and they like zoom in on his leg, like shaking. I think it was stressed, like leg going up and down, really, God. And then you see his eyes darting back and forth, like paying attention to what's going on. My man thought his girl was about to leave the house, and it was not Sierra.
No, his black queen.
Oh Lord. Last but not least, Taylor gets chosen by Clark and Nicolandria.
I cannot. Can you even imagine? What the hell did he do in a past life to deserve this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Nicolandria's speech was, I can't even make sense of it. She said, through all the obstacles, we
No.
always find our way back to each other. What is she talking about? What obstacle?
What the obstacles that Taylor creates? Because he hates her.
Right. The obstacles that you are jumping over.
Yes. To get to him. As he is running from you.
Running from you, girls. Sprinting away.
Woo! Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, help me. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Seeing a black woman like this is devastating. Oh,
like,
my God.
Begging for this whack ass dude like this is
whack.
so devastating to watch.
They sent in somebody to at least look at
Jalen.
Yes. For you.
Who was so perfectly nice and was still country, whatever the fuck you're so focused on. He had it.
He had it. And y'all kept Huda over him. This is what I'm saying. There's too much control with the Islanders. They're doing way too much voting.
It's true. Yeah. So Taylor obviously chooses Clark.
Yeah. Can't stand it. Really hoping she goes home.
Praying down she goes home.
And that he doesn't have to break up with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. That he doesn't have to have a conversation with her. He hoped that this is the way she was going to go home. Mm-hmm. God, he sucks. Mm-hmm. Amaya's losing it. Everybody's confused. Yeah. How could you choose Clark? Even the guys are like, huh? Like, everybody was so confused. And Alandria, she literally was Boo Boo the Fool up there. Yeah. She was just standing there, Dolo, about to go home again. Oh, my God. So...
At least choose JD for laughs.
Just anybody else.
Anybody.
But she had nobody to choose because she was so focused on Taylor the whole time she was in Casa.
Oh, I know. She could have chose Zach.
She could have chose Zach, but she didn't put no work in with Zach. Zach chose Amaya, you know? Nick, or she closed off Nick, so that's that. She had literally nobody else to choose. And the fact that she found herself in that situation is so ridiculous.
I know, yeah.
And Taylor just doesn't have the maturity, doesn't have the vocabulary to let her down easy or let her down at all. Like he doesn't want to say anything to her.
No, he doesn't respect her at all. He'd rather her look delusional than have clarity.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Exactly it. So Alandria just got back. Now she's single and vulnerable again. And we have 6 Islanders, single vulnerable. The guys and the girls, or the Casa versus Villa, like separately had to vote who they wanted to stay. So now with the guys, Nick, where Nick's at?
First one, piping up. Well, you know what? I just think Alandria deserves another chance of love.
Legs shaking, stressed. Beads of sweat running down his head.
Trying to figure out his presidential campaign to keep this girl on this island.
Keep this girl here, yo. Woo. Oh my God. I think one of the new girls threw out Coco's name. He was like, that's cute. So, Alandria. He literally just was like, and he said to Clark, he was like, no offense, Clark.
Yeah.
You and Tay have known each other for 3 days. Taylor might change his mind again. I'm voting for Alandria.
Yep.
Which was just so disrespectful to Clark. She was literally sitting right there. He said, no offense, Clark. Yeah. Hilarious. Then, man, Taylor, I need him out. If I see him on the street, just seeing like,
it's on. You better stay in Oklahoma, nigga. You better stay riding them horses. You better stay 35 miles an hour. Okay?
Oh my God.
Because no black woman's playing with you. Not a single one. Nope.
Taylor fixes to say, after Nick is defending keeping her in house, right? Taylor fixes to say, well, you know, she was just throwing shots at me. And, you know, if she comes back into the villa, I think she's going to try to get back with me.
Yeah, because now he has to play like full Karen. Like, he's worried about his safety.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, now she's crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy.
When really, you never let her down.
That's it. You've never had the conversation with her.
You never told her this is closed off. I'm done with you. Never. Not once.
Nope. Yeah. Nope. Oh my God. He's just the worst. I can't. And what's so annoying too about this is like the first chance that they got, they sent Jalen home. The first chance that he had a competitor in the house, they all sent Jalen home. And they can't. He don't want to do the same for Alandria.
Yep.
Clark, you have Clark here now. We can't have Clark and Alandria in the same house. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
But you didn't want to deal with Jalen, and everybody voted Jalen out.
Yep.
Anyways, we save Elan and
Alandria.
And shout out to Nick. Also shout out to Pepe and TJ who were like,
Alandria,
what the fuck are you talking about, Taylor? They were looking at him crazy. TJ was like, I think I'm over Alandria.
They're all realizing like, damn, he hates her.
He hates her.
I think the only one who knows he hates her is Ace.
Yeah.
And Ace is too pussy
playing
and too involved and too up his own ass and win that $100,000, which I fully know would steal from Shelly. Would to say anything.
Is that a part of it? They steal you can. That's right.
Only one person has done it.
Has stolen it?
Only one.
No.
It was a girl.
Ooh.
Everybody was like gagged.
Oh,
I can't remember if it was UK or US, but there was one girl who was like, I'm keeping it.
It was what if he played the game?
Everything. But also it's because he was like cheating on her or something like that.
Oh,
like
so he was like she was dead. She was done with it like for a long time. Oh my god. Now after the recoupling, Sierra, Alandria, and Shelly are recapping Taylor's decision. Alandria's talking about I poured so much into him.
This is where it started to look very Tyler Perry. It was giving straw. It was giving acrimony.
Yes.
It was
poor girl. The well is dry. You have nothing left to give. Stop.
And why'd you do that?
And why did you?
That's your decision to pour all that into that man, which I think Shelly was trying to get at. When Shelly was talking to her, like, from my perspective, it's fuck that man.
Yes.
Like, I'm your friend, but
they
were
trying to get her there.
Fuck her. Fuck him.
Fuck him. Yeah. Then Alandria confesses to Sierra that her and Nick explored and they kissed. And of course, immediately she downplays it. There was no spark. There was nothing there. And Sierra also didn't like feel any type of way.
Yeah.
This is where I peep Sierra though.
I know.
Because she doesn't view Alandria as a threat.
Yeah, she doesn't. And she doesn't want to not seem like a girl's girl. So immediately she's like, I'd rather it just be you than anyone. Little does she know this is his dream woman.
Right. And the internet is going crazy for them, not you, girl.
Yeah, and his mom. His white mom is going crazy for this woman. Even seeing that, right? Just knowing that when Alandria comes home, she's safe with these white people. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. You know?
Fine.
Like, he has like a safe white family.
Nice mom. Yeah.
Nice people.
But I didn't like that. The way that Sierra had no reaction, I was like, oh, you don't see her as a threat. You couldn't. Okay. In her head, there's no way this dark-skinned black woman is a real object of attraction to Nick. She's not competition. There's like no possible way. She's like, she can't even see it.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
Neither can Alandria. That's why she said there's no spark.
Yeah. Ooh, the way that Sierra is gonna be gooped and gagged, bitch, at movie night.
Kicked at movie night. Oh, I can't wait.
Wow, because that you can't deny. No. That kiss, you can't deny nothing.
The way they edited it, dude, all together.
What do you mean?
Like, even just the way we saw it.
The whole story of episode 21.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. But yeah, Sierra, another thing I'm just like paying attention to, this like polished cool girl character. I'm the cool girl friend.
Her like jorts and like I'm the cool one. I'm the sneakers cool one. And like knee-high boots.
I'm really gonna be paying attention to her. Obviously, everyone's gonna be watching her during movie night to see how she reacts, and I won't be surprised if she still acts like she doesn't care.
Same, because she's the type to like have a third. Because she's cool.
Because she's cool, right? She really plays with that cool girl shit.
Yeah.
Now, Ace and Shelly catch up. Shelly says that she's still exploring Chris.
Which I would be too, girl.
I would be too.
The fuck?
My frustration, because this goes on now, this will go on for many days. This exploration of Chris is, I feel Ace, to what end? Because at some point, we have to couple up.
It's to Ace's end. Ace, you so big and motherfucking bad, nigga. You so, get Jeremiah out. He's not exploring. He's not doing the game right. Oh, we gotta get Austin out of here. He's talking shit about this one. Oh, we gotta do this. He gotta go. And then you do all of that and you won't close it off with this girl. You won't go, pancakes and ping pong. Oh, this and that. Oh, it's the new combination. Oh, I'm sending you in dates. And you won't say, go and have a conversation with her soul ties and say, I want to close it off with you. It's only you and it's always been you. Oh, I'm tired of him.
I think that was his plan. And then she brought back Chris. And then she had this conversation with him and said, I want to explore Chris. So now the whole plan is blowing up. And Shelly is blowing up the plan.
And Shelly,
because she wasn't supposed to bring back Chris.
And Chris's height.
Yeah.
I think he's very insecure about this.
I mean,
which I would be too, right? I have a nigga. I think everything's all good, and then he walks in with like Andrina.
Right.
What am I
gonna do? What the hell am I gonna do?
She literally looked at the camera and take it, yo man.
Yours.
She was right.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say?
Those edits also
with the girls working out.
The girls working. Andrina say, "I'm taking yo man." The girls like doing do her squats like.
I'm so glad you see the fun of this app now.
I see it. I'm getting out of here soon. I can't. It's just too addictive, but I see it.
Oh
gosh. Okay. Sierra and Nick, they catch up. He tells her about Nicolandria and the kiss. And then so funny. He says, but we both know that you're the girl that, and Taylor's her guy. The girl that what?
That what? And Sierra just nods because she's the cool one. So she thinks that she's finishing his sentence. She absolutely did not.
No, girl, what did he say? You're the girl that what?
We'll never know.
He don't even know what the hell he's talking about. He's right now trying to play out this game. He's in the game now. That's all it is.
He never stuttered with Nicolandria. Right? He always has his words. They're so planned out. He knows exactly his feelings. Yep. And with Sierra, he'll stutter, he'll stop, he'll expect her to finish the sentence. And that's where we get this kind of like goofy aura from him. Because we're like, why can't you finish the sentence?
Yeah, why can't you finish the sentence? He doesn't... Sierra doesn't question. She doesn't challenge him. So he doesn't need to be intentional with his words. He doesn't need to be exact with his words.
Yeah.
And so, that's why we see him stutter and not say shit. But she starts talking about life on the outside. He looks like just glazed.
Like, okay, girl.
just totally glazed. Brian and Andrina, she's not really checking for him. She's crushing on Pepe. She's like low key fiending for Pepe, which I loved.
Yeah, I love this too.
I loved this. Now Huda and Chris. She's pumped. She got her man. She's got the tall basketball nigga in the villa, so she's like super great about that. And he reassures her that he doesn't care that she's a mom, so she's also feeling like
he's playing that game.
And here she go again. He's a man, girls. He's like really a man.
Whoo! The boys get validation immediately.
That's why these girls are fucking me up, because they give out too much for these men doing nothing.
Particularly Huda.
Very much Huda. Sierra too, with Nick in the beginning. I couldn't stand her with Nick in the beginning. Just giving out compliments and accolades and pussy, and they ain't doing nothing. I haven't seen anybody put in any work.
Or just say he's hot and I really want to make out with him.
Just say that.
Don't say he's a real man, because you don't mean that.
You don't know that.
Because you don't know that. Yeah.
Now, the next morning, dumbass Taylor still talking about he's exploring Nicolandria. Just get him off my screen. He's heinous. Literally a terrorist. Yeah, I can't.
Literally.
He is terrorizing this woman. I don't know why he's doing this.
He's also like a representation of a man who is like the worst type of man. Right? He's just garbage.
He's just garbage. Yeah. He's garbage.
Because it's not all her fault.
Yeah.
Now we know officially. After he said that, now we know it's not all her fault.
Because you just chose Clark. Why are you telling Nicolandria you're still trying to explore with her?
Yeah. You literally said you hope she goes home.
You try to get her home. Send her home.
You tried to send her home.
Why are you telling her on the low, I want to explore you? Garbage, man.
He just wants to have two girls hanging off of him. He likes it.
Elan, he's still cooking breakfast to Sierra, so he's still trying to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sierra and Nick, we learn, have had sex again.
Again. They had like a little voyeurism, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Doing this in front of 20 people in the room is wild.
Wild. They used to do soul ties. They used to sleep outside.
That's another thing. Why aren't they going to soul ties?
I don't know.
It's so ridiculous. It's like obnoxious in a way. Every night. I'm horny as well. I want to be getting down, and I just got to listen to y'all do it all night long. Every single night.
I have no headphones, no phone, no nothing, no weed, no nothing.
Nothing. And you could go to soul ties. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I also want to talk about Sierra and her gameplay, particularly using sex. And y'all might come for me for slut shame or the fuck, whatever. I want to talk about it. Have y'all clocked the pattern, though?
Do you think she felt threatened with Nick at all? I think she felt reassured.
Yes. I think she utilizes sex when she feels threatened.
Do you think she secretly felt threatened by Nicolandria, even though she said she's cool with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. We saw it with... This is her pattern. This is the pattern with Sierra, particularly with Nick. And like, whenever she feels like she's about to lose him, she gives a little bit of the cookie, you know?
Right.
We saw it with Bella. When she first came into the villa, they went into the photo booth, tongued him down, straddled him. That's where I really was fucking pissed with her, because I was like, you have not even talked to him. He hasn't spit no game, and you are tonguing him down. Why? He did not deserve it. You know what I mean? But she was like, all right, Bella, I got to get Bella out. This is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Andrina came in. He said, I want to explore this Andrina thing. Boom, they had sex 25 seconds. That was the first time.
I can't blame her for that.
I would give her that. Andrina, she's scary. She's going to come for your man. You got to do what you got to do. Bust wide open. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then now with Alandra, she says, Alandra, I'm cool on Alandra, whatever. Boom, they have sex again.
I don't know if I can have the parallel of her thinking Alandra is not a threat to Nick, and then her also using sex because she feels like she's threatened by Alandria.
I don't know if it's that. I don't know if she feels threatened by Alandria. I think the notion of Nick still not technically being hers.
Okay.
And I think you also see it in the conversation with Iris, where she's...
where Iris is like, bitch, your best friend just made out with your man. Are you serious?
Exactly. But also before, when she talks about them having sex, and I could, like... I don't know if it's something that she said in particular, but like sex is part of her gameplay. It's her secret weapon in a way.
Okay.
To keep Nick on her and to signal to everybody else he's mine.
He's mine. That's what I think she's doing with the sex in the room.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's hearing it. Mm-hmm. She also knows we're not closed off technically.
Yeah.
But this... Y'all hear this though.
Yeah.
You know? That's a signal of something.
Of intimacy. Of extreme intimacy that means a lot to all of us.
Yeah. And it just bothers me because men are so dumb. Like anybody could do this. Anybody could just, hop, let's get it. And their whole minds is just gone. And that's what makes me frustrated with this season of Love Island in particular and with Sierra, because it's just a whack, cheap move.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be if everybody used their words.
If everybody used their words. If you really want to play Love Island and keep the man or whatever, talk your way into him getting into your heart or whatever.
And same with Nick, who's trying.
Same with Nick. Absolutely same with the dudes.
With Alandria, right? But he can't with Sierra for whatever reason. Like, I still don't know how
he doesn't have to.
For real, and he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah.
From day one, she made it clear you don't have to.
Yeah.
They were tonguing down heavy in the hideaway that first night when she first got there, and they never had a conversation, really.
Yeah.
Say what you will.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's how I see it.
I get it. Yeah.
And it's part of the gameplay. That's a tactic. It's a tactical method with the gameplay that I can't be mad at, particularly when Adrena, with her bubble butt, is walking by. I get it. Yeah. But I just wish the women didn't feel like they had to resort to that way. Yeah. Particularly with these men who don't deserve it and they are so dumb. Like, it's just the easy way to go. And I wish they would make it more difficult for the guys. You know? Anyways. Sierra and Iris, they have this conversation. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra tells Iris about Nicolandria and Nick kissing.
Mm-hmm.
And Iris is like, circle back.
Yeah. You're cool with that? Like, what?
That's weird.
Yeah.
And she breaks down to her why it's weird. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Iris, get it. Please break them up. Plant that doubt.
Please. Please. Neither of them like you. Yeah. Sure. Break up the threesome of the little friends. Mm-hmm. Who cares? No one cares. I don't care.
And I see people coming at Iris like, how she's not a good friend. Why would she do that? She's coming at Landry, whatever.
Nah, that was a really honest reaction.
Thank you. That was in the real world. That's how we would react to hearing our friends say that our other friend hooked up with her man. Like, oh my God. Now, Shelly's over here going in circles. I don't understand what her gameplay is. I think she's combusting because...
Yeah, I think so too.
It's just... Yeah. She's trying to keep her options open. To what end? Her and Chris are in soul ties, both talking about let's explore each other. Just
not having talking about anything.
Nothing.
So many of these conversations are about nothing.
Nothing. They are repeating, let's explore. Let's explore. They're not talking about anything.
Explore with you. Let's explore. Oh my God. Last season we had people quoting movie quotes and finishing each other's sentences. Oh, this is rough.
It's rough. It's really rough. Yeah. So she is playing with these two guys, trying to judge who to close off with. I don't really know, but it's not really going anywhere. Mm-hmm. Now, Jack and the Beanstalk, aka Ace and Chris, go have a check. We've been waiting for this moment. Just this frame.
He pulled him up off of the bed. How he had to hop, hippity hop out of his seat.
Oh God, poor Ace.
Poor Ace.
They have a man-to-man chat, a lot of posturing, and all right.
Cool, whatever.
Whatever. Okay, time for the heart rate challenge. They're competing as couples. Whichever couple raises the heart rate the most wins.
Unnecessary.
There's so many people, though. There's so many people. They had to couple
that's
up.
Right.
They should have done groups, honestly. There's a lot of people. It's a long-ass episode. Small groups, like, this was a lot.
Oh God.
Going into the challenge, Nick and Sierra agree they're not going to kiss any of their old connections. Nick said bet.
Yep. He starts strategizing immediately.
Okay, some highlights from the challenge. Adrena went ham on Pepe. I was so happy for her.
Love this. Yeah.
Love this for her. A lot of girls made out with Sierra. That's like a thing.
I know, because she's the cool one.
She's the cool one. Shelly, during her turn, she double backed
to Chris
twice. So just keep that in mind. Then it was time for Huda and Chris to go.
And Huda is not beating any of the allegations that she moonlights as a midnight ballerina, because some of these moves looked quite professional.
Yeah.
I gotta try doing some of them. I do yoga.
I ain't got needs for this shit.
I can do this. I feel like I can do this.
Oh my God.
I just need like a trampoline.
Train the knees. The little trampolines that you go to their house.
Yeah, the little ones.
Train your knees.
Hop up on that nigga backwards.
Oh God. So Huda pulls. So everybody pulls someone to the heartbeat, right? Huda pulls Ace on stage. Chris pulls Shelly on stage. Shelly and Chris, they're making out. You know, they're doing a little show. Howsoever, Huda and Ace's little show.
What's that little?
They were like eating each other's faces.
Yeah.
She was full on riding his dick.
Fully. He was like grabbing her ass too,
slammed
and bouncing
it back down.
It. Yeah.
Yep. And these people have very little clothes on. So it's like, we're damn near having sex. Like,
that last year's wasn't like this.
This was a lot.
It was so much sexier last year.
This is just vulgar.
This is just like, I shouldn't be watching. This is private, and this is an orgy. You guys have to stop lying.
This season is a lot.
They're confusing it. They're confusing sexy and intimacy and sensuality.
Yeah.
They're like blurring all the lines together.
Yes.
And last year was so sexy. Like Miguel and Janae, obviously, were the two like top two of last year's.
Okay.
Last year, Miguel put his hand near the fire because they had a fire pit, put his hand near the fire and then put it around Leah's neck.
Ooh.
Sexy. Yes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Choreography. Really making it sensual, making it a real experience.
Using tools, heat, right? And like restriction and like using tools, not literally just like porn.
Fucking.
God. It's really a lot for me with these kids.
It was a lot.
I feel like they're kids.
I know. They are so young.
Yeah.
So Huda's riding Ace's dick. Chris and Shelly finish. They stand up. Meanwhile, Huda is now flipping around to the other side. Throwing 69, throwing that cat in his face. And everyone was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Huda tries to say to Shelly, it's just a challenge, just a challenge.
Tries to hold her hand.
Shelly wants no part of it.
No parts. Because Shelly has been here for 3 weeks and knows what happened the first 11 days with Jeremiah. And if we even blinked in his direction. So the internet is now saying there was more that we didn't see. That's why everybody was like, damn. Positive.
1000%. We saw Huda flipping her leg around to get to the other side. I think she sat on his face.
So do I.
Like fully.
Yeah, so do I.
Right? And the fact that, because this season has been a lot in terms of sex and things that they've shown, Hannah spin on her hands, like I couldn't even believe they showed that. So for them to cut away from Huda,
it was really
beyond
bad.
what she did.
We only could see on an app. Peacock is an app, guys. It's not even cable. Like they curse on this show and it's live. You know what I'm saying?
Live.
It's a lot less restriction than normal.
Whew.
Yeah.
So that was a whole thing. Another huge highlight. Nick said, "Bet to Sierra, I won't kiss anybody." Like I said, and sucked on Alandria's toes.
Literally, like any form of yearning, begging, right? Any form of adoration, extreme adoration. He's there. He didn't choose the neck. He didn't choose the titties. He didn't choose the ass. He chose the foot.
And started at the bottom of her foot, licked her foot, licked the bottom of her foot, took it out her shoe.
Top to bottom.
And
you know, people were like, he's a nurse, so he knows that the most sensitive nerves in the foot.
Y'all gotta stop. We gotta stop, guys.
It's endless though. That's the thing. It's nothing, right? It's 2 days, right? That they've given us the content. But it's endless.
It's endless. Oh man.
Oh gosh.
Alandria embarrassed herself again, chose Taylor, was doing this with Taylor.
And he was like, ew. Gross. Girls are gross.
Alan pulled Sierra, said some shit to Nick, like, now you gotta watch. So now Nick is pissed.
Yeah, Nick was very upset about that.
So he claims. I don't believe it. It's part of his game, girl. I don't believe anything with Nick and Sierra. He don't care about that girl.
Okay.
He cares about the money at this point.
We can still be Nicolandria without.
Nope. I'm not buying it. Nope.
Oh my God, this is crazy. I love it.
Sierra and Nick, they won. They were like the winning couple. So now Huda's feeling bad.
Yeah, now she's trying to be like, oh, Shelly, it's just a challenge, right? He love you. And Shelly's like, no.
Shelly wants no parts of her. She wants nothing to do with her.
This is her last straw, though. You could tell this was not. Yeah. It's not just a challenge. It's her last straw with Huda.
It's a build up, exactly. And even Amaya and Andrina, they couldn't even like support Huda because even they in their head, they're like, "Girl, that was wild."
And lest we forget, when Amaya walked in and said, "I want Jeremiah," after day 5. Huda went and called her a stank ass bitch. Straight up. She ain't shit. And that she's garbage. I don't believe anything she says. She's not better than me. She was saying all kinds
of stuff. Yeah.
That's another thing I'm excited about for movie night.
Yeah.
To dead all this Shelley shit, I want to dead all of this.
Yeah,
because the people you confided in are the same people you talk nasty shit about.
Yeah.
When they walked in just because they looked at your man. Who was not your man!
Who was not your man. Exactly. And yet you're like the chief sisterhood circle like bitch out here. Like, please. Yeah. So yeah, she's boohoo crying. Shelley ain't talking to her. Mm-hmm. What is your take on this though with the challenge? Mm-hmm. Where are the boundaries in this challenge? Did Huda cross the line? Do you see Shelley's side? Do you see Huda's side? Like, what do you think of all of this?
You know what? It's tough. I see Shelley's side because I think Shelley is mad, rightfully so, because someone sat on her man's face. Right. Yeah. So that's maddening. Right.
Yes.
And this is also a girl who's exploring the guy who she was exploring too. So we have a little bit of like kind of competition-y kind of thing going on here.
Yeah.
And I also think that these girls don't have the same moves as Huda has in her back pocket.
Yeah.
Which I'm not shaming her for, honestly. Like, you know, you got it, then do it. But she just didn't have to with a man who's this taken. That's the way that Ace is. Yeah. Like, you could have picked anyone else.
Exactly. That's the thing. This was one of those challenges where you had the choice.
Yeah.
It wasn't pick a name out of a hat. You chose who to bring on stage.
Yeah.
There are 11 niggas in this house right now.
And you're single.
You have the pick of the litter. And there's also Brian who's single, Pepe who's single, JD who's single. Like, there's so many guys in the house who are very unattached.
Yeah.
You chose Ace. And I'm your girl, and we've been riding together, he and I, from day one. So that's weird. But even so, okay, you choose Ace. Fine. Why are you bouncing that ass on that dick, turning around, sitting on his face? Like, you did too much. You just did too much.
You did way too much. And I think they all did too much, like, fair. Like,
it's all a lot.
Doing a lot. But I think she did way too much with Ace, and they all knew, and that's the only reason why she knows she's wrong too,
because everybody's face, girls and guys, were like, whoa.
Yep, that's the only reason.
Yeah, that's
if people didn't react, she would have no idea what she did.
She would be Now, after the challenge, Taylor and Nicolandria chatting. He tells Nicolandria that he wanted to kiss her, but didn't, out of respect to Clark.
Respect for Clark, yeah.
Nicolandria, read the room, girl.
Yeah, she can't, though, because he's playing games like this.
Oh, my God. And this is a crumb that she's, like, holding on to. But don't you see he's playing with you?
No.
She not seeing that he's fully playing in her face? He's playing with you, girl.
Think about who her friends are, right? She has Shelley, who's like trying to win this $100,000. So she's like, you know, over there with the Ace trying to figure this out, trying to figure it out with Chris doing whatever she can. Now she got beef with Huda, so now that's very, you know, all consuming.
Yeah.
Then she has Sierra, who is her real love's, you know, real boundary. I know. Right? So she can't really confide because her next step is to then go to Nick and be like, never mind, I forgot. It's all been you. Right? So she can't confide in Sierra, really. Right?
No, she can't.
And those are her two besties.
Yeah. That really is unfortunate because, like, she comes back from Casa, or she comes back from Villa, whatever, tells Sierra and Shelley. I'm mad that Sierra was in that conversation, too. She tells Sierra and Shelley, I kiss Nick. She can't even wrestle with what that kiss meant. Right. Or what it was, or really dissect it. She immediately has to dead it.
Exactly. She couldn't even, like, Shelley couldn't even say, oh my God, what did he say?
Yeah. And, okay, well, how do you feel about the kiss? Like,
right.
They didn't do any of that back and forth that she would normally have with a girl.
The same way that Iris got to do it with Sierra.
Yes, exactly.
I really wanted somebody to get to do that with Nicolandria about Nick, so she could break down exactly what Nick said.
Yes.
To her.
Yes.
Right? Because that's what I need. I need her to repeat back out of her face.
Yes.
What Nick said to her.
Yes.
To another person.
True.
Right?
Because if her and Shelley got alone time and she said to Shelley, you know, he said to me, I'm the most beautiful woman you've ever seen.
She'd be like, what the way? She'd be like, oh no, y'all gotta go.
Nah.
And they would be voted out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The way as her friend, I would be gassing her up and then trying to dissect. Okay, wait a second. Hold up.
Yep.
He said, what? Okay, run it back. Start from the beginning. So start from the candlelit. So what happened first? And she's not be able to do that with anybody.
He kissed both your hands when he said they were a couple.
Right. How was he holding them?
Like Morticia Adams, like kissed you up your arm type shit.
Yes.
Like obsessed with you type shit.
The kiss. How did you feel about the kiss?
Right.
You know, how long was the kiss? Like,
where was his hands during the kiss? Mm-hmm. He said he didn't want to wipe your makeup off?
Yeah. Wait, what? She didn't get to do any of this.
She didn't get to do any of that because Sierra was there.
Sierra was in the goddamn conversation.
Damn, now I hate Sierra. I didn't hate her.
See? Now I can't stand her. I'm out on Sierra.
I didn't hate her before this.
I don't hate anybody, but
no. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious, but I don't know. I just also peep her game. Mm-hmm, She's ruined this love story that I want to watch. I just want to like kick her to the curb. Anyways, Huda tries to pull Shelly to chat. Shelly says, "Let's chat tomorrow." Then we see Shelly chat with Ace, and she says to Ace that she's not mad at him. She's only mad at Huda.
Yeah.
This is where Shelly lost all of us.
Yeah.
She lost me in that moment.
Yeah.
Because make that make sense. She didn't say, Ace, I'll deal with you later. She says, I'm not mad at you.
I'm not mad at you. Yeah. Well, she's fed up with Huda, though. She's fed up. Yo, this show is edited to be an hour long. This lady gotta live with her.
I know.
She's tired of her.
Oh, that's really. I'm just confused by that statement.
Yeah,
Huda didn't alone disrespect you. Ace disrespected your ass too. So I just don't understand that. So now, Huda's moping around, crying.
Oh, terrible! This is where she lost everybody.
Yeah, Nicolandria at one point got up. She was like, "Girl, you doing too much."
She was like, "I actually can't do this anymore." Yeah,
I can't. Now, the next day, Huda's still moping. Shelly won't talk to her. Chris gave Huda 1 pancake, gave Shelly 2 with a flower.
And she showed her true colors.
Who?
Huda.
How so?
When she went to Chris and she said, "Oh, you're showing favoritism."
Oh, yeah. I feel like the side hoe.
I really feel like the side chick. You're not anything. No one's anything. No one's closed off to anything. You just met this man 3 days ago.
She loves the title, though. She loves to be claimed and kept in some way,
and she never has been this entire time.
I know.
This whole time. Oh my god, this is maddening. Oh my god, she's the worst.
She's crying about Shelly. She says, if I was ugly, would it make it better? This child is dazed and confused.
The male validation of it all.
I know. She still don't even know what she really did wrong.
No.
She knows she did something wrong because of the way all the guys in particular were turning up. And that surprised her in a way. But she still, at the core of it, doesn't really understand what she did wrong.
She doesn't know that, like, as a friend and as her, as who she came in as,
right,
that she did something very wrong.
Yeah. Now, Chris consoles her. Here he go falling for his usual type. Emotionally unstable.
Yep. He likes to save a hoe, I think.
Yeah, that's his pattern. Now, another example of why I'm off Shelly. We see Shelly, Nicolandria, and Sierra have a chat. They're devising who should Nicolandria pull, who should Nicolandria chat to. Sierra tells her, "Oh, you should definitely go for Zach, Brian, and Austin. You got guys around here. You good." Why the hell is Shelly saying, "What about Taylor"?
Because Shelly wants to win this money. That's why. Yeah.
I'm done.
I know.
I'm good on her. She's no different than Ace, in my opinion, now.
Me too.
She's no different. Fucking Pinky in the brain over there, and they still can't figure out how to couple up. Literally.
She was hyping up the crowd the same way Ace was hyping up all of them before the kissing challenge. I said they're the same person.
They are.
I said, oh no. And I love Shelly. I
loved Shelly.
But I can't deal with this.
No.
I can't deal with this gameplay bullshit.
I can't.
Too much. I don't believe you. I don't believe you like Ace.
No. And why, if Nicolandria is your friend, why you send her up like this? You see how she looks.
Yeah.
How dare you say to her, "What about Taylor"? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Sierra is literally trying to curb her away. Let's talk about Brian.
Yeah.
What the hell do you mean? What about Taylor? Oh no. I'm done. I can't. I'm over it. Sierra and Nick go on a date. This was just sad.
It was.
It just, yeah. They go bike riding on a picnic. She says, "Am I your dream girl?" He goes,
Okay, that didn't happen.
It did happen. It did happen. I've watched this scene so many times. Am I your dream? Does that mean I'm your dream girl? He's pouring the champagne and he says, Not Nicolandrians, you saw it. He said,
Oh god.
She brings up the kiss with Alandria. Did you really need to take it that far? I didn't really, did you need to take it that far to really figure it out? And he goes, really? Like, you're really questioning me on this? She brings up, after we had sex, I knew that there wouldn't be anyone else I wanted to pursue, which was confirming my theory. And he's just talking. He says some shit about gravitational pull, whatever the hell. I don't even know. This nigga looked dead behind the eyes and thinking about Alandria. I can't. They close off. So we get that.
Yeah.
Now, back at the villa, Shelly and Ace, they're imploding.
I know.
It's a wrap.
Their house of popsicles is popsicles and glue sticks, bitch.
Glue sticks. It's a wrap. Y'all are not winning the game. It's over.
No.
It's over. And it's over, honestly. Sorry, but Shelly, you brought Chris back and it's been over from then because they could have still had a story, right?
Yeah.
She came back to Ace. Ace denied Coco. She denied 6-foot-tall baller Chris.
Yeah.
And her and Ace got back together. They survived Casa and then they closed off. That didn't happen. Now they're still sitting here talking about this.
I know. And Ace is so insecure too.
He's very insecure. Very, very insecure.
Really not cute, but he's also 22. So like,
he's a child. Yeah. But Shelly's not making any sense. She's mad at now. She's kind of mad at Ace for him and Huda and all their shenanigans. But Ace is like, he's also hurt allegedly because she doubled back on Chris. She like made out with Chris twice. So like her leg to stand on is wobbly, honestly. And now Ace is like saying to Taylor, did I make the wrong decision? Should I bring back Coco? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Now, Amaya Papaya. She's like the little comedic relief, unfortunately.
Bitch. There was something she said here that I said, girl.
Oh, no.
You just making shit up. Now you are literally reading off the like plot lines of Annie on Broadway. She was sitting there talking about how they were like what she did and when she was a kid and all this stuff. And she said she would stargaze a lot. This woman is from the Bronx.
Ain't no stars in Washington Heights.
There's no stars. There's no stars.
Ain't no stars, girl. What?
Oh my God. Oh Lord, she's crazy. I know, right?
Nuts. Yeah.
Just whatever.
But yeah, she's kind of done with Zach. Zach didn't pull her for no chats. He's not pulling no girls for chats. He's just hanging with the boys. So now her and Elan are like trying to chat or see what's going on. Sierra and Nick come back. They talk about being closed off. Sierra fluffed the hell out of that story. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, all right. We don't know what we saw. This is edited together. This is pieced together. Okay,
this is true. But I already saw the the side by side edits. He said, it's you. Let's do life. Edit. It's her saying, "It's you. Let's do life."
The way these editors are feeding into they just looking at hashtag Nicolandria all day long.
All day, just feeding us. Now it's night. Everybody puts on their best little outfit. Every goddamn body in this villa is open.
I know.
There's so many people here. This is unprecedented. The amount of people who are here and the amount of openness to connection still on day 30. Whatever
unhappiness too, right? In certain situationships that we're seeing. Now we're watching situationships that nobody likes to watch.
Situationship Island. Yeah. Andrina pulls Pepe, puts it out there. He turns her down. He's a weirdo.
He's weird.
He's a weirdo.
He's weird. I'm married, pregnant, and straight, and I'd be like,
Yeah. Andrina, are you crazy?
Let's see. What? For Grayson?
For Grayson? But really for Hannah, because he's still in love with Hannah.
I know.
Who he knew for 3 days.
Same thing to me. Like, Hannah?
Hannah? So Pepe can't be
so
trusted.
Confused. Yeah, he's very confusing.
Can't trust him.
No.
That's just weird. That's just weird. But okay. Zach and Nicolandria are back talking, thank God.
Yeah. Yes.
They really do have great chats. They have they have a lot to talk about. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Clark and Taylor, he tells Clark he's still open to exploring Nicolandria, so he's still spreading this.
He's trying to get some emotion out of her.
Something.
She is just a plateaued ass bitch.
Yeah. What are they talking about? Absolutely nothing. Shelly still hasn't talked to Huda. Just like a whole day has gone by.
Yeah, she's over it though. She's over it. She doesn't want to deal with the manipulation that comes with talking to Huda. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's very tired of this person.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Huda and Chris are in the speakeasy. Yeah. Having a little makeout session.
Yeah.
And I think he is off of Shelly too. Because Shelly's been playing too much with him and Ace. He's over it, and he's like, I gotta figure out something my game, so let me just go Huda. And she's a bit emotionally unstable, so this checks out. Moth to flame. He's like all about her now. Brian pulls Jaden. Nick. Let's see. So yeah, that's the other little couple that's happening. Now, next morning, Amaya, she looks so cute. I love this little high ponytail.
Yeah.
This little gold dress that she's walking. She's like
great.
She reminds me of like Fran Drescher for some reason. Like
I wouldn't go there.
Just like her like little flightiness, and she has her own little like way of speaking in a way.
Yeah.
And she's just like adorable. She pulls Zach, I want to make sure the seed that we planted of our relationship is being watered. Otherwise,
and the flowers will
dry
up. Where are you going?
She
still stuck on her stargazing in the Bronx.
Where she gets this shit. Zach sucks. He says to her, you could have pulled me too. You also have legs. The laziness of these men. That was a read with the audacity. These men are they make breakfast and that's it. They sit back and just wait. Oh my God. And these girls, they let them get away with it, honestly. Pepe tells the guys he doesn't have a spark with Grayson.
Yeah, what?
But this is after he turned down Adrina.
He's so weird. He's
bizarre. I need him to self-eliminate because he's just taking up space. We don't need all these people around if you don't want to be here. Nicolandria still talking about Taylor. And Taylor is talking with the guys about how, like, I don't know how to navigate this Nicolandria situation. He just doesn't want to pull her for a chat to tell her what it is.
Yeah, he created this.
Simple. Yeah. It's very simple to navigate the situation. You just talk to her, and he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah. Yep.
Time for the Stand on Business challenge.
Oh my God. This was really a lot.
This was messy as hell.
Yeah.
They get postcards. They got to write messages to their fellow islanders. They can either sign their name or stay anonymous. Highlights. We have... That's where we really see Pepe's nuts. Pepe comes at Sierra, needing an explanation still for why they sent home Hannah.
Yeah, which was a while ago.
So long ago. He's the only one that cares. He needs to self-eliminate.
Go find her. Yeah.
Go find her. Just leave. Amaya
gets got.
Oh my God, I felt for her.
Yeah, this
was so mean.
Yeah, this is a lot on her.
Austin comes at her, you cry more than you need, you move too fast with everybody, which is kind of true, but whatever.
But you're done with her, so just be done with her.
Just be done with her. This card was not needed.
Yeah.
He admits to it. Then Ace jumps in and is like the whole, when you call me babe, it's too much. Thankfully, Brian defends her and is like, look, we're Latino in our households. We say babe, we say mahent. Like, it's not a big deal. Y'all need to meet her halfway. And then Zach jumps on the bandwagon. Like, she's down. She's down already. Why are you kicking her?
With everybody she had interest in.
Yes. It's
like
embarrassing.
Getting at her. It's embarrassing. Yeah.
So it was a good look for Amaya that night, honestly, as far as like America loving her. Let's see. Ace. Austin comes at him.
Well,
Austin calls out the Ace posse and didn't appreciate how the Jeremiah thing went down. Jeremiah was damned if he did, damned if he didn't.
Yep.
Ace, puffs out his chest. Andrina, was Jeremiah coming on strong to you? She says yes. See, he was love bombing her. You see, like
yeah.
So just dropping that.
Just distracting.
Just distracting. Pulls out the height again. You're 6'5", I'm 5'10". I have the balls.
No
you
one
don't.
believes that. No one. With your dangling feet. Oh my God, I'm so tired of him.
So tired.
That means that Nicolandria is also 6'5".
Right.
What?
Right.
God.
Oh my God. So yeah, just puffing out his chest and like just wasn't a great look for Ace.
Yeah,
honestly, last
really
night.
bad. Really, really bad.
Not good. Shelly.
Quick microaggression with Austin and Amaya that I hated.
Yeah.
You don't understand what we're saying. I said, oh, there it goes.
And how dare you? Because you are the bimbo of the house.
You are literally the
tumbleweed, the bimbo of the house. How dare you come at Amaya acting like she's dumb?
That was so racist.
Was so bad. Like the MAGA just slipped out.
Yep, slipped out.
Shelly, Ace calls her out for trying to set boundaries on him. Meanwhile, she's exploring. I see what he's saying, but also Ace, Huda sat on your face. Like,
and why did you write this in the mailbox challenge?
Just talk to her. Exactly.
Oh my God. He's so insecure though. That's the thing. It's the only way he could get it out.
Huda comes at her as well. Don't you remember saying it's just a challenge? And Shelly was right. She was like,
yes, she was.
When bombshells came in and you were turning up on these girls that do not know you do not know them, they do not know Jeremiah, that's when I was trying to tell you it's a challenge. This is different. Stop. So I get that. Huda, she got a little stack of cards.
Yeah, she was very excited to read these.
Yeah. Shelly went in on her. About practice what you preach. You're not a girl's girl. And then Nicolandria kind of puts an exclamation point on it. Reveals that Chris and Huda made out in the speakeasy.
So everybody's mad about this. After all of this physicality, I just don't see how this is a big deal.
Because it wasn't Nicolandria's business to tell, whatever the fuck, whatever the hell.
But they've all humped on that heartbeat after this. Like, I just don't understand this. I don't get it. Also, at this point, Huda feels like Shelly doesn't even fuck with her. Yeah, right.
We've now gone like 2 days and she won't talk to me.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I owe it to her to tell her that I kiss Chris.
Yeah, right.
So
what if I kiss Chris? I didn't understand the whole point of,
I don't owe her the allegiance that you guys are talking about at any point. She does not fuck with me. We're not friends, clearly.
Yeah. Unless Oh my God, annoying.
Yeah. Chris and Shelly, they're done. That just like ended their game. Nicolandria and Clark have a moment. Clark called her out for the whole test conversation or whatever. Then we have Taylor, last but not least.
He apparently got the biggest stack of mail.
Stack of cards. Yep. Because the girls in this house don't like how he did Nicolandria. She almost their like beloved older sister almost went home like two times because of him. And the guys also, what the fuck is this? They all love Nicolandria down. She's the most loved, I think, in the villa by everybody in the villa.
Yep, I'm sure much work put in by Nick.
So, a card said how you had such a strong connection with Nicolandria. How could that change so quickly? He talks about how Clark makes him feel like a little girl. Well, feel like a little kid again or some nonsense. Nicolandria signed her card. She said, stand on business. Stop acting like a little bitch. And she reveals to everybody, most of all to Clark, that after the heart rate challenge, he came to me and said he wanted to kiss me. And then calls out how he never spares her feelings, but always spares Clark's.
Yep. And and she always spared his.
Always has spared his. She revealed he said to her he wants to keep exploring her. And clearly he doesn't, because he hasn't talked to me in like days. And that's when she just explodes.
Yeah. She was just like, I can't even express how angry I am.
And how much reassurance I've been giving you, even when Jalen was here, when I had my Clark, when my Clark was here, how much reassurance I gave you.
That he wanted.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden he was like, wait a minute, I don't know about this. Yeah, he did want it.
And you see Alandria wants and needs the same, and you won't do it.
Yep.
And Taylor's response was so nasty and so rude. He has got to go. He cannot survive the vote. He's catty. He's like a catty, like,
he plays women's games. Like,
he's a little bitch.
Oh my God. Ooh.
It was so rude for someone who was so hurt. Like, all her explosion came from hurt. Was she crying? She might have been crying as well.
I don't remember.
I don't know. We've never seen Alandria like this. She was beside herself. She'd been keeping it so strong. She was emotional. She was angry. She was hurt. Most of all, she was hurt. And for you to come with this response that was so nasty and so rude, oh my God. I think he turned everybody off, honestly.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see next week's episode to see how they're debriefing how he came at her, because it was disgusting. It was so disgusting. The time I move in here is for me. It's not for you. I'm not moving in here to keep you here. You want me to move for you. Like, it was just so disrespectful. Even his tone of voice was gross.
He came out.
Oh my God.
He came out.
Yeah. And then the last card that he read, which was 1000% written by Nicholas, it said, make up your damn mind. And he says, well, if that's what y'all want me to do, I pick Clark.
I choose Clark, and thought he dropped the mic.
And everybody just lost all respect for you in that moment.
Yep.
Because how dare you publicly humiliate Olandria like that in front of the 45 niggas in this fucking villa. She did not deserve it.
They love her and respect her way more than you ever can, for whatever reason. We still don't even know the reason.
We don't know
why you hate her this much.
We don't know.
Oh, I really want to know why. I was telling Crunch yesterday, I was like, we have done some interviews where we have exposed some people. This is what I really want.
This is what I want.
I want this interview so bad. I know I just said I would literally run you over with an 18-wheeler if I saw you in person, but fly to New York, Taylor, and come do this interview, because I really want to know.
Right.
What exactly was going through your mind over the past 3 weeks, and then those 3 days, and in those moments where you literally somersaulted over her to get to Nick, and all these little things that you were doing. Like, what is this?
Why were you cheating her like that? Why?
Yeah.
How do we make Nicolandria happen? That's my question for the episode.
Yeah, that's the question for the episode. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult with movie night. I think as long as movie night checks out. There's no way Sierra can look cool while looking at that level of romance and intimacy that she has not shared with this man who has been inside of her body. So I think it won't be that hard, I hope. But I don't know, some of these people are tense. But maybe, you know what? As we said, if Alandria gets alone with a friend who's not Sierra, she'll be able to see the light.
I agree. I feel like, it's tough. I think, though, Ace and Shelly are pivotal in helping to make Nicolandria happen. Yeah. I don't, though, have faith in either of them, which is why I'm a little nervous.
Oh, yeah, no, me either.
But we need Shelly, because post-movie night, I think both her and Alandria are, at this point, down and out. They have no options. They're going to be, searching around for a connection. I don't know what the hell they don't have anything solid. Yeah. After they play the soul ties kiss, we need Shelly to get into her ear. Yeah. To try to really because, and I think it maybe could happen because Shelly at this point, she's just trying to win. We need a fuck the friendship. You need to go for yourself moment. And once Nicolandria gets that in her head, then she can see Nick maybe in a different light, you know? But she's still caught up on the sisterhood of Sierra. We need to get past that, you know?
And see, Nick needs to break up with Sierra. That's the tough one.
That's where I think Ace can kind of maybe help out with that. Because he too needs that conversation of like, go for your heart. You can't deny what we saw on screen, my guy.
Yes. Yeah. And we need to replace Taylor because Taylor's got to go before movie night.
Yeah.
We need to replace Taylor with a Brian.
And
a true serum.
Yeah.
Type of guy. Right?
Brian, a Pepe, a TJ, the others who love Nicolandria down.
Yeah.
Need to sit with Nick and be like, bruh, like, we saw what we saw.
Yeah.
For real? Like, with Sierra? Like, so we need, some people in their ears to really say, fuck this, fuck the sisterhood, fuck this Sierra. And like, that was real, and y'all need to like actually explore that. Let us know in the comments what your theories, how Nicolandria comes together, and all the things. This is the longest fucking episode we've ever recorded. This might actually be the longest. I don't know if we've ever recorded an episode this long.
No.
Oh my god. Sound off in the comments, guys. We're having a blast. We will see you on the flip side next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.